Air Marshal Madheshwaran, President TIIC Mr. Mohan, Director of the NPC Chennai Krishnaslu, Officers of TEDA, Officers of TIIC, and dear friends, I stand before you as a fellow professional who is deeply engaged with India's energy transition journey. Friends, we live in a VUCA world, volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous. In this world, change is the only constant. We have to negotiate change. And if we don't like negotiating this change, then we will not like irrelevance also. If we don't change with the times, anticipate change and prepare for the future, we will become irrelevant. And that is the biggest challenge for India's MSMEs. We have 12 principles to guide us. One is the clarion call of the Honorable Prime Minister of India to make India Atmanirbhar, make India self-reliant, to promote Make in India in a big way, to position India as the global hub for manufacturing. The other principle, the clarion call of our Honorable Chief Minister, to make Tamil Nadu a one-trillion economy by 2030. An economy powered by green manufacturing and high manufacturing. Now, with these good principles, what are the challenges for the MSMEs? There are 7 basic mega trends we have to negotiate. First, you have heard of CBAM, Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism of the European Union. Reporting already started in 23 October. It comes into force for select sectors on 1st January 26 and will cover all the sectors by 2034. It's a challenge as well as an opportunity. The second trend is the EUDR, European Union Deforestation Regulations, certifies that products sourced from degraded forests after 2020 will not be allowed in European Union. The next is getting the shipping industry under the carbon emission scheme of European Union. Next, targeted subsidies, unfair subsidies. Next is the German law for ethical and fair practices and labor practices. European Union has always been punching about its weight. They are the first ones to get regulations, far-reaching pioneering regulations which are adopted eventually by the rest of their partners in the world. Apart from this 5, we have the scope standards of the World Sustainability Council. Scope 1, Scope 2, Scope 3. Scope 3 is basically about the supply chain, involving the MSMEs, who are the vendors for the OEMs. 70 to 80% of the carbon footprint, the carbon weight of the products, lies in the Scope 3 standards. Then we have our own domestic BRSR, Business Responsibility Sustainable Reporting Code of the SEBI, the market regulator, which will target the top 1,000 listed companies on the NSE, BSE. But most important is, most of the companies will have to negotiate with their supply chains. So with these mega trends, how do we be relevant? How do we continue to be important partners of the global supply chain? That is the key question for us. And we have no other option. Friends, going green is no longer an option, but a business imperative. Embedding sustainability in our business operations is a key business strategic decision, a key business competitive advantage. And these exercises will entail partnerships by all the stakeholders. Here, that is why we have TANSTIA, a trade body that represents the MSMEs in Tamil Nadu. Mr. Mohan is a great thought leader, a very dynamic leader who is going to engage the MSMEs as a trade body. We have the Industries Commissionerate here, participating here. We have the TN FAME. We have TEDA officers here. We have Tamil Nadu Industrial Investment Corporation. Now this will interest to you, as Mr. Palnivel spoke brilliantly in his panel discussion in the morning session. Tamil Nadu Industrial Investment Corporation is no longer a mere financial institution. We are beyond that. The total cost of ownership for offering of TIIC is of a much higher value than just a mere metric of interest rate considerations. We have challenges. We borrow from the market, add our margins, and then compete against our competitors, both the private sector banks, public sector banks, NBFCs, and we grow at a higher average than the industry. Again, on a simple business strategy, a key differentiator, lending plus value proposition, in which we also guide our MSMEs. We are the first PSUs to have a separate cell, ESG and IR4 cell, with the mission of embedding sustainability in the MSMEs through capacity building and facilitation. We are sponsoring this workshop. So this workshop is part of our business outreach. It is a business strategy. See, bottom line for TIIC is to grow. We have to compete and increase the market share. And this applies to all of us, all the MSMEs. How do we differentiate our product offerings? We look for partnerships. I must acknowledge from this forum the role of Mr. Srinivasu, the head of NPC, who has graciously agreed to host this event. And friends, NPC Chennai is a national asset. It's a matter of great pride for Tamil Nadu that we have such a beautiful asset here. In fact, I spoke to the DG, Mr. Gopalakrishnan. I'm meeting him in Delhi on the 9th. I'm going to request him to position NPC Chennai as the center of excellence, as the hub for energy transition. And NPC is a very clear mandate to enhance productivity. If India has to reach its rightful position in the Committee of Nations, then the productivity of labor has to increase. And part of productivity is energy transition. Friends, I happened to participate in the Nilgiri Economic Dialogue, a fantastic initiative of CII on the lines of Davos on the World Economic Forum. Every year, thought leaders across the sectors will assemble in the Nilgiris in January and debate on various issues that are relevant for the nation building, nation growth. One of the themes in this forum was sustainability. I was part of that. And one of the speakers, Mr. Ram Kumar, former of CPS, mentioned a fantastic, beautiful line in his presentation. He said, earlier accounting was the language of business. He says, no more. Technology is the language of business today. And sustainability is grammar. In these two lines, he sums up the essence of business for the future. For India, manufacturing is a key sector, part of the economy. Today, if we have to be a truly developed nation, manufacturing has to be 25% of GDP. Friends, today it's only 17% today. We moved from agriculture to service economy. We need to enhance the manufacturing base of India, in which Tamil Nadu, as the most industrial state, as the state with the most far thought-leading MSMEs, will play a very, very crucial role. Tamil Nadu's industrial base is going to be India's growth engine. In this, geopolitical context, China plus one situation, we are rightly positioned to be the global manufacturing hub of the world. We have got competition from Vietnam, Indonesia, East European nations, Mexico, Latin American countries. So here we need to embrace energy transition in a very big way. Today morning with my ESG team, I was part of, we met the ZF in Ambattur estate, Mr. Kanipan's team, formerly WAPCO. It's a very leading auto component manufacturer and fantastic presentation given to us on energy transition, on being water positive, on carbon neutral. They have a very clear roadmap. In fact, they have a beautiful practice. Any new vendor, if he wants to onboard their global supply chain, they will assess him on sustainability. The minimum score for that. Are you on board? Then only you can come on. Because without a sustainable vendor base, they can't compete in the world markets. So all MSMEs, please, we have to understand. We have to create our own future. And we have to take responsibility for that. All stakeholders will come in partnership with you. But we have to continue to be part of the global supply chains. For which it is an imperative that we start reducing our carbon footprint, the weight of weight in our products. Anywhere in future you go, they'll ask you very specific, very simple questions. What is the specific power consumption of your nut or bolt? What is the specific water consumption of your nut or bolt? They'll compare it with competitors across the world, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam. We have to score high on that. It is here, Tamil Nadu has got a very, very unique advantage. We are blessed by nature. We have the best of solar, best of wind, onshore wind, nearshore wind, offshore wind, best of hybrid options, best of the pump storage options. We are the state most suited to give round-the-clock power to the MSMEs. A combination of onshore wind, offshore wind, hybrids, combined with the green batteries called pump storage. And once we are able to do that, we have a very unique and a complete advantage in world markets. Products from Tamil Nadu are going to be green products. We want to position Tamil Nadu's economy as a green economy. And with this USP, compete in the world markets. Green manufacturing is going to be a key portion of Honorable Chief Minister's vision to make Tamil Nadu economy a world economy. In the scheme of things, the foundation is the MSMEs. We have to take the MSMEs on board, mentioning scope 3, 70 to 80% of the carbon weight is in the scope 3 supply chain, global supply chains. Here, all stakeholders, TANSTIA, NPC, TIIC, TEDA, industry, we need to come together. We need to collaborate. We need to put our collective wisdom, experience together to make it happen, and we can make it happen, friends. And most important, as I keep telling every forum, MSME will create the jobs for the youth. Friends, it's only manufacturing that can create the jobs which meet the aspirations of the youth. Today, the youth is aspirational, and it is incumbent upon all of us, all stakeholders, to skill him and create the jobs in the manufacturing sector. Again, where MSME is going to play a very crucial role. So friends, I like to compliment Air Marshal Madheshwaran for getting this beautiful event today. It is not a mere exercise. It's very specific that all the participants will be actual practitioners of energy transition in their respective domains. So Francis mentioned a fantastic thing. For MSMEs, it is just not energy transition of getting the energy efficiency on one pillar and the rooftop solar on the other. we have to definitely negotiate the concerns and challenges of discoms, enter into a win-win partnership with them on a cluster approach. We've got several models with tech, partnership with IIT, partnership with the various clusters, how we can collectively come, take the concerns of all the stakeholders, that's very important, take them on board, give them win option, and then enhance our competitiveness. Francis mentioned, component manufacturing of RE is going to be a very, very big area of growth for the MSMEs. Offshore will be a separate industry on its own. So this is the kind of opportunity Tamil Nadu offers, both for production of RE, adaptation, absorption of RE, as well as manufacturing of components for RE. The future is going to be for high-end manufacturing. And Tamil Nadu MSMEs are very, very adept and good at adopting technology. With this positive approach, with this kind of partnerships we're forging today, we are going to make Tamil Nadu the growth engine, the hub of green manufacturing, and realize Honorable Chief Minister's vision of one trillion economy, and also contribute to Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Make in India Atmanirbhar and positioning India at the rightful position in the community of nations in days to come. Friends, for this, I seek partnerships from all the stakeholders. Once these partnerships are forged, we can make it happen. With these words, I once again thank the organizers. Thank you and good day.